Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So this was actually a sudden review here again in Ford Makati, but I decided to do a part 2 review of this 2022 Ford Territory Titanium. So there are actually little updates for the 2022 Ford Territory variant. Of course, this is the sole variant left of the Territory since you don't get the Trend variant anymore, and that didn't sell well now, but kudos to all of those owners since that's now a rare variant. So everything in the exterior of the 2022 Ford Territory is exactly the same. Still nice aggressive looks, and finally I got this red color. It's so nice to see it in person. It is actually beautiful. And as well, same ground clearance as well. It's a 180 millimeters. You have LED lights all around and as well fog lamps, and your LED turn signals here just below. Weirdly it's at the bottom, but anyway, it's still nice. And there's for your 360-degree camera right above here on the Ford badge. The side profile still looks muscular. I say it is kind of wide as well. Like as I said before, the wheel arches at the front and at the rear are wide, so it gives it like a wide body look. As well, you also have a panoramic sunroof, and the same as well for the rear with the long chrome strip as well. Boot space, sadly, it's still not electronic tailgate, but it's alright for me because some of its competition don't have it anyway. So with all of the seats up, you have 420 liters. And on the left side, you only get one light and a 12-volt socket, and underneath you have a space saver donut type tire. With all of the seats down now, the total space now is 1,120 liters. So that's about it with the exterior and the boot because it is exactly the same, but where it gets different now with the updates is actually in the interior. So this is the interior of the 2022 Ford Territory. Okay, just like before, the door tabs are still solid. And unlike most of the Fords I reviewed now, this one has false wood trim. Yeah, it is false, but it is very pleasing, and it stretches all the way here on top of the dashboard. Same layout here with the doors. Leather soft pads with white stitching, as well. I like the window switches. It's more of an angle. And then weirdly enough, my nitpick from before as well, the engine start stop buttons here solely on the left side only. Steering wheel pretty much the same as well. It's also big steering wheel since being a compact crossover SUV. And as well, the same controls as well. You have your digital instrument cluster as well for your infotainment system with the quad view. I still love that feature. Same toggle switches here for your air conditioning controls and for your hazard button. Now, this is where it gets different for this 2022 update. You still have USB ports there below, but there is no more wireless charging pad. It's been replaced by a cubby space with a 12-volt socket. 12-volt socket is weirdly placed. I can't even fit my phone in there anymore. And then as well, now here in the gear lever, exactly the same. Despite being the top of the line variant now, there are two blanks. So the 2022 update has, again, as I said, no more wireless charging pad and the heated and ventilated seats. Also, disclaimer though, the demo unit of Ford Makati still has all of the features as I mentioned. And one little detail as well they removed is when you engage a gear here in the gear lever, there's no more light indicator like here on PR&D. Bummer, few things have been taken out, but at least this still retains its price point at 1,310,000 pesos. Everything's the same here for your swivel wheel, for the infotainment system, a cup holder, fits my water jug, and then for your center console box, you just push this button. It is really deep. There's no toys in there, but you can fit a lot of stuff. It fits my whole arm actually. But at least in the rear seats is exactly the same. You have two air conditioning vents, one USB port, and as well the central armrest. You have your false wood and the angled window switch only since being at the rear. Transmission tunnel is wide, but it is really low. You can simply put your feet up. Space there is still excellent, among one of the best as well. Excellent feed room and knee room. And despite having the panoramic sunroof, I'm 5'4", still excellent headroom. For the 2022 update for this Ford Territory, still the same engine. It's powered by 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that produces 141 horsepower and 225 Newton meters of torque. And it has the same CVT transmission. That concludes my walk-around tour of the Ford Territory. I wanted to drive it again, but at the same time, I already did my full driving impressions of it. It was quite a long video, so link of that will be in the description down below. It's the same banana, I can tell, but knowing I've driven a lot of crossovers, even compact ones recently, it still can keep up with the competition. So again, I'd like to thank these folks at Ford Makati and Miss Sharon over there talking to a client. So yeah, all of their contact details and address of Makati Ford will be in the description down below. So hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more Ford reviews coming up. Bye bye.